Welcome to Questions and Answers segment, Part 1, NFL based. I got my Redskins hat on, my Patriots jersey on, and the volume go down. What's going on there, everyone? We're going to shoot some questions at you. I've been looking at a bunch of them, and I'm going to pick a top 5 here that I think were the best questions so far, but also questions that I think we can all learn from a little bit. And I'll reach back and get some sticks to bring some more advice into this, but let's move on, shall we? The first question comes from Mr. Ben. He said, Paul, did I miss the proton power and the other clutch, or did you just not do those yet? And Ben, the answer is, I just did not do those yet, but I will. So thanks for keeping tabs there. Second, Pat comes and says, hey, I actually saw that game on NLL Network. They were really clicking well. P.S. And here's a question. Did Jared Park get hit by Mitch Belisle? It was insane. If you didn't see it, check it out on YouTube. That hit was insane. And I think I would play that if I knew how to add that into this screen, because that sort of fits the whole NFL vibe behind it as well. Let's move to the next question. Thank you for your question, Pat. Comes from Costa. Now, Costa, thanks for being a great supporter of this webpage. I see you posting a lot, and I don't forget it. But I will not forget this question. And you say, Paul, how do you feel about Man U being above Chelsea? Now, the answer to that question is pretty simple. I don't feel very good about it. But I've sort of come to terms to it now, and that's why I'm shifting more towards the NFL. Chelsea, not so great of a year. And, Man U, will they turn it on? Yeah, of course. They always do. What am I going to do about it? Just sit there and keep, maybe listening to some more of this. And get ready for the Redskins and the Patriots in '09. Next question we have coming from Karthik. Where are you from, Karthik? His question is, Paul, what's your opinion on EA Sports not having made a lax game yet? Well, I have a pretty bad opinion on it, in that I wish they did, but from what I've heard, and this is honestly true, that for EA Sports to make a game, they have to have at least 1 million guaranteed buyers. And do you think we can get 1 million buyers in the lacrosse community? Probably. Now, does that count for all the systems together? I don't know. So if it's like 200,000 for the PS3, 500,000 for the 360, maybe make a PSP game, Wii, then I think we could definitely get it. But for one per system, doubt it. But that's just my thoughts on that. And, I'm getting the queue here. We have time for 3 more questions, so let's go back to the board. Now I'm going to dive into some old questions here. And let's see. Paul, if you don't double up on the sidewalls, then how do you get the ball to sit in a certain part of the stick? If you could re-explain how you strung the clutch, that would be sweet, because that was a sick string job. Well, thank you. And because this question's pretty intense, I'm going to go get that clutch, answer it for you, and then we'll only have time for one more. Okay. So basically, the way I strung this and got it to have a high pocket like this was I start the loops up high. Well, let me do it from this side. Start them up high and just string them down. But I angle the sidewalls, and you can see in this, I angle them facing upwards. So as the pocket forms, the strings right here are going up the sidewall. Do you see that? This string right here is going this way, instead of going down. If you pull your strings down after you string them, that forces the pocket to be lower. But if you string the sidewalls, pulling them up, then that forces that pocket to sort of pull up as you go. And then after that, it's all about, you may have a pocket in the middle, but honestly, if you go out there and you shoot the ball underhand a bunch or cradle it like this and really mold the pocket to where what you're doing, the ball has to be on top of it, it can mold on its own. So, hope that helps. Now we are going to go to the last question before I do another one of these, but this video is getting entirely too long, and it's about time that I go watch Lost because it's now Wednesday at 10:40 p.m. But I DVR'd Lost, so I'm going to go catch it. But we have, let's see, Brent Burlingham posted yesterday. Hey man, hey Brent, those are some pretty sweet hats that you're wearing in the vids. Anyway, can you tell me where you got those hats? Well, thanks for noticing, Brent, and I like to keep things different and vary them up a little bit. This first hat that I had here was a Headstrong hat, and I'm a pretty big supporter of the Headstrong Foundation and the Kalori family, so I like to support them, and I think what they got going on in the way that they're expanding their model is great for the sport and great for the main cause behind it, which was their son, and supporting blood cancer. Second hat, which I don't have with me, is a new Under Armour designed hat, and that is a great hat. I don't think it's hit the stores yet, so I was able to bust it out. And the third hat, my Skins hat. So what will I bring out next? I don't know. But for those of you who actually stayed along for the length of this video, thanks again, and we'll come back next time and try to make it more efficient.